This is the word to go, y'all.
Well, hello, and welcome to our favorite night of the week. It's Wednesday night, 5 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. in the UK, and we're ready for a new edition of Grown Ass Women TV. Thank you so much for asking. That is indeed a hashtag. Hashtag GAWTV. And talk to us on social media, all the socials. Get social with us. And while you're here, before we start this episode, because we have so much to recap from Impact Wrestling's Hard to Kill, which I watched on Fight TV, and we're so excited to get into that. But quickly, like this video, give us that lovely, coveted thumbs up.
Love it when you do that.
Boom, boom is right. And then also subscribe to our channel, be a part of the team. And before you leave us, do us a flav. Click that bell icon. So oh, that's right in my ear, right there, right in that little ear.
Was it ringing?
Ring, right? It just got right in there. Boom. Joke's on me. Make sure you click that bell icon below because that will enable notifications so you never miss anything we have to offer here on GAWTV. And trust us, with this episode and what we have planned for the rest of the month and February, you guys are not want to miss a thing, just like Aerosmith.
No.
Yeah,
absolutely not. And we're so excited about our new YouTube membership and all the things and the exclusive stuff and the extra perks and the reels. It's reels. Do they call it reels on YouTube?
We have shorts, with clips, all sorts of things.
The shorts. And it's so exciting. Yeah. Thank you so much for all the YouTube memberships and subscribers and everything like that. We're so excited about that. But we are so excited about this episode because I could not stop crying this whole entire day. It was very emotional. Going back, it felt like it was just going back in time and to celebrate Mickie James and then being part of her special day. I was a mess. I'm going to be honest with you. Let's introduce our champ.
Look at it.
Our country.
It's beautiful.
Look, isn't it beautiful? And I even got a little towel.
Oh, look at that. You're special.
I got a little towel.
But Mickie James, you guys,
oh
Mickie James.
Thanks.
Mickie James.
Thank you, guys.
Oh my goodness.
Dear God.
I love you. No, Lisa, the fact that you were there, you'd come all the way to Atlanta to support me. She was, as you know, Val, she was very emotional. And then you were watching live with Fight TV streaming, watching along. And it was really special to me. And I just appreciate it.
Yeah. But I was watching your rehearsals too, Mickie. I was bawling on that.
Crying earlier because when we went over the entrance earlier, that's when the waterworks started. That's really when it started.
And then like me giving you a little pep up backstage too.
Oh, I loved that.
I did not.
So, you know what? I'm gonna get emotional now. It just felt like you guys talking, and I just thought that was so great because you were really like in this kind of intimate moment. I love that they captured that. I loved that, seeing that first. And my gosh, the entrance. Quickly before I go on, if you saw me laughing a minute ago, Lisa, what I love when you talk about our YouTube members or in the chat room, did you see me laughing, Mickie?
Yeah, she's
sort of do like this, like they're in the
hello.
Hello. Chat. They're all in live chat, or this side, or underground, or something like that.
Sorry.
And then some of our YouTube people, Leonard, Tony LaRusso was there. Like they were there.
Tony was there. Yeah. I just had to point that out because I thought it was the cutest thing ever because she was like, everyone's as if it's like, we've manifested members. That was adorable. But if we can start from the beginning with the intro, I'm so glad you touched on that because the entrance was kind of where even I got a little emotional because when I saw you get a bit emotional, Mickie, then I went, oh, okay, it's starting. And by the way, in the Fight TV chat, if you've never watched a pay-per-view on Fight TV, I will say that in all seriousness, the greatest thing about it is you get interactive, right? So like people are saying, I'm getting emotional. I can't wait for this. They're asking questions. Everyone's giving their feedback. And it's the nicest group of people in the Fight TV chat. So when I was in there, I felt like I was surrounded by friends. Mickey D, shout out to Marco. He was in the chat.
Marco.
Yes. Hello. And honestly, watching it there, like that was the next best thing to watching it live. I wish I could have been there, but it really made us feel like we were being interactive in the chat. But that entrance, Mickie, can you please walk us through how that came about? And then Lisa, we want to get your reaction after because it was really, really special. And I think you made it very personal.
It was very personal. And I was so thrilled that we were able to make it happen. I actually asked Scott when I knew this match was happening if this was a possibility because, we just have a newly elected chief Chief Lionel Costello and the new council. And, my mom's on the council, and there's all these, we just applied for federal recognition. Like all these amazing things are happening within our tribe right now. But I've also, a lot of people know that I'm Native American, probably as many people who actually know that I sing. That's the reality, is like I still get questions of like, oh, you sing? And I'm like, oh, I try to. But
Yeah.
I try.
You try and you succeed.
But it was, yeah. And I think that I always wanted to be able to represent my heritage and my culture. My grandmother, my grandfather both were born on the reservation and grew up a lot of their lives there. My mom grew up on the reservation, and so it's always been deep rooted in my, adolescence to growing up to, I still go to any event that I can make, from powwows to the event at the governor's mansion, like all these things. And I often found like I've tried to implement it like in my gear and do different things like that. But I really wanted to be able to represent it in a, and being indigenous, in a positive light in wrestling, especially because oftentimes, like, on TV, it's always campy or comedic or like just like this television version of what people think Indians are, So yeah, the fact that they would bring my chief down and my tribe down, the dancers, to, go in, to bring me out there, it was just amazing. It was so powerful, and it like really got me in that freaking fighting spirit, like it was just, it hit me in my soul. And I honestly just wish my grandma was alive to have seen it, to have been there to see it, because she would have just,
I'm sure she saw
I know she was there in spirit.
Right.
You know what I mean? But still, it was freaking awesome. It was so awesome.
I was backstage, Mickie, and then the rehearsals were coming on. We had a big TV in the locker room, which is amazing freaking locker room, by the way. We'll go into that later. And everybody was like,
"It is.
Wow, Mickie gets all the cool things." And I go, "No, she does." And I go, wait, is this going rehearsals? So I went out there and I was filming a little bit of backstage stuff, and I did not know what was going on. And when I heard the drums started, even on rehearsals, I was a ball of sack. I could not. I knew how special it was for Mickie, and it was like, you can feel those, like in the audience, you can feel those drums in your heart and your body.
That's what you're supposed to feel, it to your soul.
Yeah,
to your soul. And it was so, I was just like, I was a mess that night. So proud of Mickie. My God, you have conquered the world being a women's champ, and then representing even old school as new school. And you're not old school. Like, you keep up with the best, man.
Yeah.
Like, you're not like a veteran. Like, I wouldn't consider, like, you're still keeping up with these kids. And watching you live, I like, it was incredible. It was so incredible. It was, I don't even have words for it. I was just a mess. So proud of you.
I love you.
I love you. I'm like,
I love you too.
Honestly, it was so special. So inspiring.
The word. Yeah.
Well,
and I felt it. And
Lisa, you're inspiring, and you're inspiring. We are all inspiring, and the reality is, Lisa, is that if it wasn't for badass bitches like you and people who helped me to be able to go, like, I was able to learn and be in there with the greatest of, you know what I mean? To be able to now hopefully try to return that favor somehow to this generation's, greatest or whatever. So it's just, and the fact that I can still get in there and do it. And that's kind of, I don't know how much longer I can do it.
Well, girl, you're making it look easy.
My ass. And it was intense, and it was awesome. I said, honestly, with the emotion in the building that night, that, the getting the main event and being the main event for the Knockouts World Championship. And that's my second one at Hard to Kill, which is crazy. And then be able to have
pay-per-view.
It's the same pay-per-view. And then to have, my family there, my mom's there, my dad's there, Donovan's there, Nick was backstage, Lisa was out there, David LaGreca was out there, it was just, I love you, David. It was insane, it was just wild.
Can
Like
we have him on the
looking
show,
back-
by the way,
Powerful.
sometime? It was, first of all, by the way, quickly, if I can interject, the drums and the entrance translated on television all the way to the UK. We felt it. It was so special. It was so classy. It was so personal. And by the way, people that have watched GAWTV know that like I'm not the biggest fan of like getting like too real life with wrestling because I'm a big like I like the fantasy, but you do it in such a classy, personal, sending a message way that is sophisticated and progressive, and you're doing it for reasons that mean something to you, not just like, hey, I'm going to just wide open, here's my real life. It's your culture and spreading awareness of your culture and what your heritage, which is so beautiful. And that entrance, I think, will be, I don't want to speak for you, I think something that you'll always remember and something that you'll always treasure, because it was a moment. It was a huge moment. But by the way, yes, David LaGreca, we have to get him on the show, because if only to get his reactions, because I saw him immediately and I was like, he was so genuinely radiating happiness for you, as was Tony, as was Leonard and your family and Baby D. I literally can't look in the camera and talk about Baby D and how happy he looked and how proud he looked, because I will lose it. Lisa too, so I can't talk about that, but I will tell you the pride on people's faces and how much they were rooting for you. You couldn't see it because I wasn't there, but I had the same look on my face. But it was really, really special, honestly.
It was so special. It was a magical night. And I go like, it was I think it was probably one of my greatest matches in my whole career. Like Jordan that's the first time we've ever been in the ring together. And she's freaking phenomenal. She's everything that people say that she is. Like, she's a badass. And I still feel like I've gotten hit by a Mack truck.
Named Jordan Grace.
Yes, named Jordan Grace. It had Grace written on the grill.
Yeah. You got an imprint of GRA.
Instead of that sexy lady on those mud flaps, it's Jordan Grace doing a power lift.
That's her.
Yeah, just double bicepping everybody. Just
bro. I mean, what's great is in the match there were some moments, and I love a storytelling moment. There were some like theatrical expressions from you when she wouldn't stay down, or the pins that didn't go in your favor and you thought they would. But I mean, her strength was really, really on display in that match. So I mean, how did you persevere? How did you find the resilience and the wherewithal? That's a word, right? To
wherewithal. Yeah. Man, the fans, the energy in the room, it was sold out. It was electric. I remember looking out to Lisa at one point when I was like down, and I'm like, sis. It was. Thank you. Thanks.
I did.
Maybe you
after
took some
your entrance, Leonard and I hugged and high-fived, and he was tearing up.
Yeah,
he teared up.
We love Leonard.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
he had Leonard had met. Like, I was like, I said, Leonard, I hope you're gonna like my entrance. I thought I wanted to be able to do. It's really cool to be able to represent my culture, and you never know how people are gonna take it. But I've seen nothing but amazing and positive and beautiful, nothing but love back on it, which is really cool. But also, can we just talk for a second about Tony LaRusso's hat, of how he had this action figure? He had her Velcroed. It was the same
right here.
So remember those light up hats that we got? Val, you got them for us, and we had like a red one, a pink one, and a white one. Is that right?
At WrestleCon, yes.
Because we were in Dallas, so we were really trying to fit in with the locals.
We were, and we thought red, white, and blue.
Yeah,
but
that's all I had. Yeah.
But red, white, and pink.
Red. And they lit up like Mardi Gras, like it was.
They did. Like, so his was.
I was like, you guys, these are not like these are like light up, ridiculous, but that's our personal. We'd like to be silly, and why not?
I think I still have 2 of them in my closet, in my gear closet, for saving them for a rainy day. So his was the orange one, that same hat, but orange, with her Velcroed, and so she kept flopping. She took as many bumps as I did that night.
Minnie James, little Minnie James.
Minnie James was bumping her ass
off.
off.
At the bar in Birmingham, she was girlfriend, had a lot to say and a lot to do. You know what I'm saying?
She is a sassy lady.
Yeah, and well traveled.
Yeah,
well traveled everywhere. I used to have this stuffed monkey. I don't know why. I feel like Sunny, for some reason. By the way, somebody in the chat last week said get Sunny on there. We love Sunny. we had like a stuffed monkey. Somebody won it for us or something. And I named him Leonard, which is funny. Now we have a friend named Leonard. Hi, Leonard. And I used to put him in like funny situations, like, oh, he's had too much to drink. And he was like on the potty and like other and all these funny things. But with Minnie James, if you guys are not familiar, look at Mickie James's social media. Minnie James is very well traveled. She's getting all the air miles.
I know. I have even more pictures that I've taken of her just in her little adventures, and I haven't posted them, but I should do that to Figure Mania. Just post all these like little Minnie James clips of where is she?
Yeah,
like the Where's Waldo, but not.
Waldo. Yes.
When I see you next, I'm not kidding. Give me one, and I will come up with somewhat tame scenarios for Miss Minnie James.
Oh, that's exciting.
Good luck with that.
That's exciting. You know who's a big fan of Minnie James is Robert Stone.
That does not
he loves her. She loves her. Yeah.
I hear they go to the same Botox doctor. Is this rumor?
Well, they have the same ankles. That's for sure.
Okay. This does make sense. This checks out.
Watching like that pay-per-view, I'm just going to be back to serious. Then I wanted to sit by your mom.
I know.
Because I love your mom. I love your mom so much. And I was like, oh my God, she was across here, and the cameraman literally right in front of us the whole entire match. And I'm like going like I like
trying to look around him.
Yeah. And then I saw Baby D with the earphones, like to block out the sound because it's so loud in there. So and then having your mom there. She was at the same hotel as I was staying. Mickie got to step up.
No, I don't know that. I was so confused. I was like, I thought. Anyway, I digress.
Yeah, there was two hotels. It was two hotels, and your mom comes downstairs the elevator because they needed more coffee. And I go, wait, it's really late at night. You're going to drink coffee? I sleep on coffee. And I was like, is Mickie staying here? No, she's at the other one. But they didn't. If we would have known, we would all stayed at the hotel.
I know. If I would have known, I would have stayed with you guys.
Yeah, having your mom there was epic. Yeah. And it was like, I wish Nick was able to, he was backstage. I wish he was able to sit out in the crowd and stuff like that.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
Oh my God.
And you know what?
So cool.
I've had the pleasure of meeting your mom before. I think you had a concert in Nashville that I remember a bunch of TNA people went to. Yes, we still call it TNA. It's cool. Yeah. Keep up.
And Russell
all the youngins in the audience, we still call it TNA. Apologies. We saw a concert of yours. I think it was in Nashville or somewhere. And then I've met her a few times before, and just, it's funny when you meet someone's mom, you go, I can see the resemblance, and I can see why they're so.
Yeah, you can see Mickie in her
raised, and but just a very like strong lady. Yeah. And a lady. I emphasize lady. Yeah. That must have been so nice to have your family there. So talk to us a little bit about having your family there and what that meant, because I will say for me, obviously not a wrestler, but like even if I was announcing or something, my mom came to a few TNA shows, and if she ever came to one that I was actually like really announcing on, I would be super duper nervous.
Oh, does it affect your performance? Yeah, right. Does it affect the performance when your family's there?
Yeah. What was that like? How do you deal with that? Are you cool with it? Does it make you a little more add a little more butterflies into your tummy basket or what?
A little bit. Yeah. I think that more because Donovan was out there, because I don't know if you know this, but Donovan hasn't watched a lot of my matches in a long time. Like he's watched some here and there at home, but when he was younger, he would go all the time, and then he started school, and then it was just, I'm always on the road because he can't miss his school days, so he's not like, he loves to play in the ring, but as far as he'll watch it here and there, but it's not like he's like obsessed over it or anything. So I was just happy that he was out there and that he actually enjoyed it, to see it, because I don't think that he's ever actually like watched me wrestle live at all, really.
And see the reaction that you had. You touched everybody's hearts. And like when he came out into the ring at the end, and you said he's shy. I didn't see the shy bone in him.
He's so shy. Yeah. And he had to wear my headphones because he's like, it was so loud. It was loud. Yeah,
it was so loud. He's sensitive. And Mickie, when you watch it back, it like, honestly, that the first thing I said after it was done, I said that crowd was amazing, because in the Fight TV chat, because I said, if you guys notice, like again, watch it back, and the sound, they were so with you. I was cracking up. I think I even said to you guys in a Boxer afterwards, I was like, there were a couple guys were like, you were pinned, and the guy was going, no, no. And people were standing up, like just, flailing in appreciation for you and just getting so physically involved. Plus the sound, honestly, it was a really, really
and the cowboy hats. You can't get the camera angles of all the angles of the ringside. Like there was one angle they didn't get. There were so many cowboy hats.
I love that.
It was amazing. It was amazing. So proud. So proud.
Thank you for being there.
No, I swear to God, it was so freaking touching. Like, I had to do a seminar for them, and I was like, the emotions, that's the important part, is getting the emotions. And that's such a natural act for you. People care and love you. And when we did that backstage segment and stuff like that, they're like, okay, we want this and this. And I go, no, I like organic. I like to do organic. I like real feelings to come out. And
that's why it meant so much, I guess. Yeah.
Everybody's so behind you. You have so much fans, so much support. The GAWTV shows right behind you. You touch so many us veterans that are not in the business that still think like, well, maybe she should hang up the boots. But honestly, no. I see another 20 years.
Yeah. Legit.
Please no, right? You're like, no, let me stay home. Yeah.
No, I would hope that this run, I can make this run my greatest run ever, or like put it down as like really greatest knockouts world champion, of all time. That would be really cool. But I fought really hard to get this run and to even win this championship again. That like, I just want to make the most of it. Just like
everybody believes in you. Everybody believes in you.
Like, and by the way, I did tweet because I was so thrilled that Impact Wrestling, I said it was a very classy move that Impact Wrestling put your match as the main event. And I think that's an honor to you. It's an honor to your career, not only in Impact, but in wrestling in general. I think it was an honor to Jordan Grace, who's phenomenal. But what did it mean for you to be a part of the main event? And how did that come about?
Yeah, well, I found out kind of the night before it was announced, Impact announced like we were going to be the main event. And that's, it's a main event with Deanna, and we had so much in the story building up to that moment, it was really cool because it was kind of the first time ever the Knockouts World Championship had been the main event. But this time, it was the first time ever that Jordan and I had even been in the ring together, faced each other. And it was the culmination of this last rodeo. And there was so much happening and so much, like, honestly, amazing matches that were happening on that pay-per-view. And it was a lot of pressure. I was, you just hope, I think it adds that extra pressure of like, oh shit, now you really have to deliver. And, and you have to earn that main event spot and, make sure the company knows that they're not going to second guess that they're going to give the women that main event spot again, like ever. Yeah. And not that they were ever second guessing. They weren't at all because, that's
Scott D'Amore, Tommy Dreamer, Gail Kim, they all believe in you. So they know you can deliver. You can deliver.
Think that one thing about Impact is that I can say is that they believe in their women. Like they believe in that knockouts division, and they don't think twice when it comes to stuff like that, when it comes to the women main eventing or offering different types of matches that you haven't seen before. So it's just a cool, that's what I was saying the other day. I was like, Impact is like a home to me. It's always been a home to me. I started there, kind of got my kick out the door there, and I've been back there. That's where Hardcore Country was born. And then again, when you kind of think like, you know what, maybe I've done all I can do in wrestling, and then you get one more opportunity to kind of seal your legacy. That's pretty amazing. They've always been good to me, and I have a lot of love and loyalty for them, and it's cool. It's really cool.
And a lot of like when I was there, you can see me in the corner, just like I stared at everybody a lot because I haven't been in a locker room in so long. And so I was just like going, it's a lot of support there. It's positive.
A great locker room.
It's a great, they had a meeting at the front, like at the beginning. And it was like, Giselle, like doing such a positive freaking intro and like, and Lish being such a mom in the locker room, it inspired me so much. I was like going, do I have a last run? No, thanks. My body's grizzled. But I was like, it's so inspiring that you really believe in yourself. And it's just like, it was incredible. And everybody's a big mark for you backstage, Mickie. I wish I can film when the girls are watching you wrestle, because it is a team. It is a team. And
it's an awesome team.
It's an awesome team. And like everybody,
you know, you have so much love for every locker room you go to, and you're always going to have connections with certain people. But I will say, as far as being like a support system of like where we are in, this is team knockout, like this is team impact. If there's one, you know, issue, like we all need to make sure that this ship is running and that we are representing the knockouts to the best of our ability. And it's amazing. It really is. Yeah. It's amazing to see them, to see when they come together for things, or whether it's like just like a party or birthdays, or like when somebody's kind of needing a, like whatever, they always come through, you know, and they keep the locker room running smoothly in the sense of like, you have to be kind of on team impact and team knockout to be in there.
Yeah.
And if there's a problem, that you nip it in the bud, like we would have a meeting, like, you know, that and communication, and you're only as good as your opponent. So
exactly,
is hate.
You're only as good as the person you're in the ring with.
You're working,
right?
Exactly. Why be hatred towards one person in the locker room? Because eventually you're going to have to work with them,
right?
And you have the best matches with your best friends.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. If I can expound upon that with opponents, then I want to do a final cheers to Mickie's that final show's ending.
But we haven't done our shot too.
We have a shot.
Oh, we got a shot.
Very exciting. Very exciting.
We never did who are you wearing, what you're drinking.
Oh, we didn't.
Oh, it doesn't even care.
This is
well, I know Lisa is wearing her hat that she wore on the show because I recognize it. I see it. I recognize it.
Yes, indeed.
That's okay. That's all we need to say. I had to get a cowboy hat for you, Mickie. The other one I got in WrestleCon's a little tight on my head. Gives me a little headache.
Is that the one we got from the gift shop?
Remember? Yeah, that was $300 one.
Cheap. Those were like, I got one for like $70. It's like, what am I doing? But I kind of love it. It's an American.
This was $300. $300. Yeah.
Damn. But Dallas don't play.
It's beautiful though. Oh my God.
It was. Yeah. But you know, we don't have to do we want to do who we wearing? Where?
Maybe
we don't have to.
I'm just wearing a fun little winter number. That's all. Drinking raspberry vodka.
Are you wearing something sponsored?
No.
Coca-Cola?
Yeah, because it's the real thing is what I'm wearing.
Because you're the real thing.
Because I'm the real thing.
You are.
You know? Yeah.
And if you can hold that belt up and hold that.
Can you show it closer, Mickie? The belt?
Oh, I sure can. I sure can.
It's heavy. Hold careful. You might pull a rotator cuff.
You can see my ring light.
And it doesn't even do it justice. In person, it looks beautiful. Wow.
It is glorious.
Beautiful.
Glorious.
It's beautiful. And then other than that, I was drinking the bottle of wine that I bought while in Atlanta for Hard to Kill, thinking I would have time to hang out and just chill or see somebody or share a glass of wine with. And I did not. So I brought it home. And so that's what I'm drinking.
Well,
and I did pour the shot of Terramana tequila because it's The Rock.
Because of The Rock. I've got raspberry vodka.
In town if you smell what I'm cooking, you know?
We're a smelling, we're a liking. Lisa, what do you have? You have a shot as well? I've got raspberry vodka.
I have a shot. I don't purchase real hard alcohol anymore. So it's like, so
that's all right.
That'll work.
A little wine back.
I'll say a little something, then Lisa, I want you to chime in.
Okay.
I want you to chime in.
Val.
I just want to say, listen, we are first of all, this is the official ladies and gentlemen, this is the official after party of Hard to Kill, Impact Wrestling. We are so proud of Mickie James, our Knockouts champion, well-deserved. Could not be prouder of our GAWTV sister. Cheers. And Lisa, I know you have a little bit to say too, because we are just teeming with pride.
I love you, Mickie. And it was really special to share that moment with you. Oh, God damn it. Everybody was mocking me. I cried so much. Backstage too, I had to go outside a lot by myself just to kind of get my bearings. And I'm like to share a moment with like one of my best friends and sisters in the business and being a grown-ass woman. Just I wish you were there. Like it was such a special moment and just like you're so proud. Like it's like when she was in the ring, I felt like I was in the ring. It's an invest. It's like like you represent me. I feel like a part of you. And sounds weird. I'm sounding corny.
I get it.
It's such a beautiful thing that like, when people are like, you're too old to wrestle, you know what? F you, watch Mickie James because I dare you to get in the ring with her.
Yes.
You guys too. The guy wrestlers, I dare you. You cannot whip Mickie James' ass. I'm going to tell you that. I'm telling you, but I'm telling, I'm believe it. No, I'm telling you, there's nothing. You're the greatest. I love you guys.
I love you. And I love you guys. Thank you. And thank you for always, you're my fucking rocks for real. Like you always lift me up and you make me feel like I'm worthy and I'm fucking strong enough to go get it. It's been a journey, seriously. And who would have thought that even like a year ago, or even when we started GAWTV, you guys know where I was like when we first started in the middle of all that. I was in such an uncertain place of like, well, my knees hurt. Fuck it. Let's do this show. It's a pandemic. Like, why not? But I had no idea what the future. I kind of was in that feeling of like my wrestling career was over. Yeah. I had to start thinking about everything else. And since then, to be able to do all of the things and to have you guys by my side the whole time, it's meant the world to me. It really does. Like, you have no idea. I love our conversations every day. I love the fact that, Lisa, you'll come so far, take the damn weekend off and come so far to come hang out with us. And then Val, the fact that you couldn't be there because you're across the pond, but you still found a way to be there with me anyway. Like, I love you guys so much.
We love you. We're so proud of you. To our Knockouts champion. Well deserved.
Yay. Exactly. And our sizzle, my nizzle.
Sizzle, faux shizzle.
Oh yeah.
This is the word to go, yo.